Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Skepsis. This is Christos from the Evergreen State, Washington. Today I want to just bring you up to the speed with some news. I want to talk a little bit about the Senate hearing on stablecoins. Nothing to worry about. We knew about these things. We expect these things. It's just more work for us to do. Some technical updates on the Cardano ecosystem and a new paper from the chief scientist of IOG, Angelos Keayas, on a new way that the staking pools can operate that would help the small pools. Very interesting things. Let's go and jump right into it. As always, I'm going to paste the link of this URL in the description of the video. This was a testimony of Alexis Goldstein, Director of Financial Policy, Open Markets Institute, before the Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs on the United States Senate. Stablecoins, how do they work? How are they used? And what are their risks? He says that, of course, there are two types of coins, asset-backed stablecoins and algorithmic stablecoins. We have talked in the past about JED, the Cardano-backed algorithmic stablecoin created by Coty. The other one is to have some basket of reserve assets acting as collateral. But we said that it's not always easy to audit those assets. He is saying here that stablecoins are also central to the functioning of decentralized finance. And they're largely out of compliance with KYC, Know Your Customer, anti-money laundering, and countering the financing of terrorism sanctions checks. So they're not very happy with stablecoins. Examples of custodial stablecoins are Tether, US dollar coin, Pax dollar, and Binance USD. And of stablecoins that are collateralized by other crypto assets is DAI. And then he goes on and says about all things that happened and financial settlements. And here he's just showing the Coinbase interface, although there is a Coinbase Pro. He wants to show here that they give 1% interest on the stablecoin. And then he is also going to briefly discuss about algorithmic stablecoins, and he's bringing an example of Olympus, DAO, Magic Internet Money, and Iron. And he's saying all sorts of bad things about these, and most of them might be true. It's a wild west out there. Stablecoins are crazy. Look at this. They were advertising a 439,000 API, annual percentage yield. And of course, nobody will believe that unless you are, I don't know what to say. But it's obviously something wrong there going on. And these are things that affect the whole ecosystem, the whole industry, the cryptocurrency industry. More things about the abracadabra and the iron and other collapses of prices and, bad stuff, whoever wants to read it. And then what is also something I would like to show is that they're making a comparison of if you want to send $200 worth of Tether. They couldn't pick a worse example. Tether is using ERC20, the Ethereum network, so their fees are, of course, crazy high. But he's saying that with Western Union, you will end up just paying 4.88. Depends on what country, though. And with crypto, they have some platforms here, and they're showing that it varies from 6 to 86. Here I want to point out that this is not actually accurate. It is true for Coinbase, but not for Coinbase Pro. Coinbase Pro has 0.5%, not 2.99% fees. But anyway, this just shows what is the sentiment out there. And in the end, of course, the conclusion is high fees to move and trade stablecoins on Ethereum. The conclusion is there are many investor, national security, and usability concerns with both algorithmic and asset-backed stablecoins. Congress should continue to examine if there are regulatory gaps that require new legislation to ensure consumer and investor protection as it relates to stablecoins, and regulators should continue to monitor stablecoins and ensure compliance with existing laws. Okay, we have to be careful. As users of these systems, as investors, there are going to be regulations. They are coming. And the projects have to keep that in mind when they're designing systems, that they have to be able to provide a way for the regulators to regulate their projects if they want to survive in the coming years. In that regard, I just want to repeat what I heard from Charles Hoskinson yesterday on a video he released on Friday, that they are working on changing the way that delegations are done on the Cardano network by having the delegator accept a delegation, be able to accept. Right now, you cannot accept, you cannot choose. If somebody wants to delegate on your pool, you cannot deny them, you cannot choose to accept them or not. But with this new protocol coming in next year, you will be able to deny somebody if they are from another country that does not allow cryptocurrencies. There will be some kind of know your customer. There can be. There is going to be the ability to have a check. So that is very interesting how the projects are already starting to prepare for the coming regulations. Let's see some other news. This is something that is already implemented. It's called AdaHandle.com. And pretty much you can have your own custom address. So instead of having to send Cardano to somebody or a native token or an NFT to somebody, and you have to use a whole big string of address and numbers, you can just have a custom address with your name or something, and you can send the Cardano to that address. So how it works is they create an NFT. Oh, these are their partners, Maladex, Nami, SundaeSwap, and the rest here. They create an NFT, and you have this NFT in your address, on your wallet, and wherever that NFT is, you will be able to send Cardano to that custom address, but it will send it to the address that the NFT belongs to. And we can see, for example, if we go here to the policy ID, that they are already 15,000 custom names, that dude, something, blah, 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 15,000 of them. And the price to acquire one of these custom tokens, if we go all the way to the top, you go to frequently asked questions, it says how much does the handle cost. So the basic one, 8 to 15 characters, was 10 ADA. The common one, 4 to 7, was 50 ADA. A rare, 3 characters only, was 100 ADA. Ultra rare, 2 characters, 500 ADA. And 1 character, auction only. So of course it will be 26 or some other characters, also legendary addresses. But I missed this. I am so sorry. I did not pay that much attention to this. But they will have a second round for sure. Now let's see what is the new paper about. Angelos Kiayas, Chief Scientist of IOHK. This is the paper that I'm talking about, Conclave, a collective stake pool protocol. So let's go check it out a little bit. It says that they are trying to create a new way that the pools work. And some operators can pool their resources together to operate one pool as a conclave. I looked up the word. Conclave is a word that means the Roman Catholic priests have a council or something that is going to elect the next pope or something. In any case, it's just a group of entities. And this will enable fast, trustless setup and identifiable aborts. So we will see that you can kick somebody out. You will have more capacities. This is amazing. This is interesting paper if you want to look it up, which allows players to jointly form a collective pool, i.e. a conclave. Usually he says that these systems are helping rich get richer, as we already know from the pools that already exist. But a well-designed collective pool may offset the stakeholder imbalance and slightly decelerate this tendency. So, especially considering that next year they are probably going to reduce the number of maximum saturation. So the K variant will increase from 500 to 1,000, which means that the maximum saturation will decrease from 60-something million to 30-something. This is going to be helpful for the small stake pools. They can potentially make a conclave of 5 or 10 little ones and have enough stake to perform well. So that is really promising. Side note here, 86% of Bitcoin's hashing power and 83% of Ethereum's hashing power are controlled by 5 entities each. Ouch. Ouch. So some of the features are permissioned access. New users can join the pool following agreement by an admissible set of pool members. You want to join our pool, we have to allow you to join. And forced removal. If you're not a good player, you can get kicked out of the pool. Very, very interesting stuff. Of course, if you want to dive deeper into this, you can. Whoever wants to read all the details. It's 32 pages. It wasn't easy to go through, not even to skim through it. But yeah, that is the new paper that caught my attention. It's really good news for us small pool operators. That's all I had for today, my friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Please delegate some ADA to my pool, Skepsis. Or if you know somebody that has lots of ADA and wants a special deal, just let me know. Well, lots of ADA means 1 million ADA or more. Well, holidays are coming. I will take a little break. I will stay from working that hard for a few days. I might see you again in between. Maybe not. Let me know how you think. Let me know how it goes for you. Have a happy holiday season. Merry Christmas for those who celebrate Christmas. And see you next time. Bye-bye.